Today is National Fall Prevention Awareness Day and the beginning of Falls Prevention Month. Falls are the leading cause of death for adults 65 years old and older. Every 11 seconds, a senior is admitted to the ER due to a fall. But falls are preventable. Physical Health Care has great falls prevention programs, and we welcome Mehrnaz Nodehi. She is a doctor of physical therapy at Physical Therapy and Balance Center in downtown Sarasota. Welcome, Mehrnaz. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
So falls are preventable. They scare me to death.
They are. Falls we can work on. If people that have had falls, they are more likely to have subsequent falls. However, falls can be prevented, and the more that you work on your balance, the better your balance improves, just like strength training.
And it's not just for old people, Joey.
No.
It's not just for old people like me.
Absolutely.
Although I admit I do go to physical because I hadn't gotten to the point where I couldn't step up on a curb because I need knee replacements. And so I go there all the time, but it would be very different for Joey and I. Joey runs 4 miles a day.
Right. So balance training is personalized to the individual. And so at Physical, we create a personalized plan to challenge your balance system according to what your physicality level is. So for Joey, it might look a lot different than what we would prescribe to you, Linda.
So show us some tests that we can do at home to show us how good we're doing, and they're good exercises to keep doing too,
Sure.
right? Okay, I'm so scared.
So don't be scared.
Okay.
A great test that you can practice at home is just seeing if you can stand up from the couch without using your hands. So we will practice right now. We'll put our arms across our chest.
Oh gosh.
And you should be able to stand up and down 5 times without using your hands.
Okay, let's try one.
All right.
I did it.
Well in.
And down. Nice job.
I'm going to stay up here because
And
there
two.
is another one that we can do.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the one about standing on one leg.
Sure. Before we go into that, the 5 times sit to stand test, you should be able to do it in under 15 seconds.
Okay.
That's a good indicator that you are at less likely risk for falling.
Oh, but if you're at more risk, there are things you can do.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, tell
our
us the
second
next one.
test. So everybody should be able to stand on one leg for 30 seconds. So what I'm going to have you do is put your hands on your hips, and then you're just going to stand on one leg and raise your
for
opposite
older
leg.
People, I don't have to do it so long, right?
So if you're over 80, you should be able to hold it for 15 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can't
Now,
lean on me.
if you can't do that, that's a really good sign, and it should encourage you to
go to
work
physical.
on your balance and to meet with a physical therapist.
Ooh, it's true, and this is not a test that we want to cheat on. Like, we want to know if there's a deficiency, because that's something we should address. 'Cause
Right.
ultimately, we'll fall. Ooh,
Look at you. You must have been a minute there now,
So,
Joey. Well, let
for
me show you
Joey-
what I have to help in my physical therapy. I have this little harness.
Yes.
This hooks me to the ceiling.
We have these at our
I
location.
use this in physical therapy because my problem was just being able to walk across the floor without falling and step up on a curve. So this attaches me to the ceiling, and I don't fall
Oh, this
down.
takes away the risk as she's going through the therapy?
A big part of balance and falls is that our confidence as well. And so this provides another level of security to know that you won't fall. And then when you go out into the community and you step up and down from a curb, now you're like, I was able to do it with the harness. I can do it without that as well.
I don't even have to think about it anymore.
Exactly.
It was so scary, and without this thing, I don't think I would have tried
This
it.
is so important. I'm glad you're doing this, because I think, you know, I have people in my family that they were otherwise healthy, and when you look back to where things went wrong with their health, it was from a fall. And then it just, all these other things started happening from that.
Right, and it could have been preventable.
Show us what Joey could have done to make this a little bit harder for him. So many things go into preventing falls, right?
And so we have 3 organs that make up your balance. So we have our visual system, we have our proprioception, which is our information we get from our joints, and then we have our inner ear, our vestibular system. So for Joey, standing on one leg was just too easy. So what I would do, he was on a firm surface. So what we're going to do is create an unstable surface and take away
Using
his
this cushy pad. All right,
proprioception.
it's got some give to it.
So go ahead and stand up on here, Joey.
All right, I'm not ashamed if I can't do this.
Okay, and then stand on one leg.
Oh, look at that.
So he's doing pretty
Way
good.
to go, Joey.
Now
Of
I'm
course,
going
he
to have
just
you
ran a 5K.
close your eyes.
Oh, boy.
And let's see how much his ankles and hips.
All right.
So your ankles and your hips are a huge component of your balance as well. And doing this challenges them.
That's
and his
much
vision.
harder.
So that's why people fall off and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You can't
Exactly.
see where you're going.
Right. So a big part of falls is bowel and bladder issues. Going to the bathroom at night, your visual system is a little bit more impaired than it is during daylight because the lights are off. So we recommend putting night lights in your hallways to open your pathways, but also closing your vision can help practice when you don't see as well at night because the lights are off.
Wow.
So close your eyes and practice
That's a
getting around
huge
your
difference.
house.
This is
Yeah.
great
Get one
info.
of these. And it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
Standing up on
yeah.
that thing. I'm working my way there. Well, you can learn more about fall prevention at physical.com/Sarasota-Downtown.